Why were concentric castles the strongest medieval fortifications? Imagine facing a fortress so tough that even the most determined attackers struggled to break through. That's what concentric castles offered during medieval times. These castles were built to withstand sieges and defend their lords with incredible strength. They weren't just walls and towers, they were carefully designed military machines. The secret to their power lies in their layered defenses. Instead of one wall, they had at least two, sometimes more, arranged one inside the other. The outer wall was lower, so attackers could climb or batter it down, but the inner wall was higher, giving defenders a clear advantage. When enemies got past the outer wall, they found themselves trapped between multiple lines of defense. The higher inner wall let defenders shoot arrows or throw stones from above, making it very hard for enemies to advance. The towers around the walls were round, not square, because round towers resisted undermining better and offered wider angles for shooting. Between the walls was the outer bailey, a space where attackers could be slowed down and targeted from all sides. The gates were heavily protected with bent entrances and flanking towers, making it tough for enemies to force their way inside. Unlike earlier castles that relied on a single central keep, concentric castles used the layered walls themselves to keep enemies out. Some famous examples built by King Edward I in Wales, like Carnarvon and Conwy, show how smart planning and strong stonework created nearly unbreakable defenses. These castles could hold out even when siege engines like battering rams and catapults were used, which were advancing rapidly during that time. The design meant that even if enemies managed to breach the outer defenses, they still faced a tough fight against the inner walls. Building these castles was very expensive and took many years, often costing a lot of money and resources. Only powerful kings or military groups could afford such strong defenses. Because of their layered design and strategic features, concentric castles became the strongest fortifications in Europe during the 13th and early 14th centuries. They set the standard for military strength and control during a time when warfare was constantly evolving.